everything I'm doing now, when I was in jail, I thought about. You know what I mean? So.
Are you ticking it off now?
I'm ticking them off. Literally have a list now. I'm ticking it off.
He's going
literally ticking them off. No joke. That's no joke. So obviously, I say it all the time, big believer in law of attraction. I feel like it's one of the most powerfulest things a human can have. Do you know what I mean? 100%. So yeah, man, I'm doing it. I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream that I want to live. But it is hard, and you have to be on top of your game. And I'm not letting anything get to my head. I'm humble, and I'm just putting the work in, man. And the rest, whatever's meant to be, will be in it.
Yes. Welcome to the 13th and final round podcast.
And today we have a special guest.
Yes, we do. We have the Black Panther in the house. Ishmael Davis in the house. Yeah. How we doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm alright. Getting ready for training or finish training?
Getting ready going after this.
Yeah. What are we doing today? What's on the what's on the line?
10K run.
10K run. You're a fit guy, man. We watch you on Instagram. You always seem to be living in the gym, man.
Always in the gym.
Yeah. And it's
even when you went to Dubai after the last fight, I've seen you training out there as well. No days off.
No days off. Do you know what it is as well? I had sore knuckles. So my hands were really sore.
Yeah.
But I just kept trying to punch. But my trainer was cussing me, saying, "Get out of the gym." I keep telling you to stay out of the gym. Stop, rest your body.
Yeah.
I just want to train all the time. I'm addicted in it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second for recovery. I've just bought an ice bath from my balcony. Do you do any recovery training like that?
Yeah, I do ice baths.
Yeah. This man over here won't do it.
Where do you put it out here?
No, I just go to the gym. Innit?
Oh, you go to the gym?
Yeah, so got ice bath in the gym.
Is that in Ultraflex?
Ultraflex.
Yeah. I ain't been up there yet.
See the beneficial of it, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
What about your knuckles? How are they feeling now?
My knuckles are fine now.
Like you've rested them now, yeah?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Them 12 round fights, bro.
It takes a lot of impact, doesn't it? It does.
Sore knuckles after them 12 round fights.
Let's talk about that fight, man, because that was a really, really entertaining fight. I lost my voice screaming at the TV. We didn't go to that one. How I could see, tell me if I'm wrong, you're the one in there. I could see, because you haven't been 12 rounds before, you were really careful about your energy levels.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Tell us what that's like, the first 12 rounder.
Well, because the first fight with Ewan McKenzie on TV, I think it was the 5th round, I let a lot go. And obviously the atmosphere, the big stage, it has an impact. So you can do that in the gym, let loads go, and you don't feel as tired. But after that, you're like, wow. You're thinking, wow, how do I look? Do I look? Is my posture right? Am I tired? Are you telling yourself that you're tired? You need to, regenerate. So I just took my time. Plus, obviously, we made the fight at a 10 rounder. But then we got told that it could be a British title eliminator.
Okay.
Without my trainer, I said yeah. My trainer was like, we're not doing another 2 rounds because you haven't been there yet.
Right, got you.
He's like, it's different. There's a big difference between 10 rounds and 12 rounds. They're championship rounds, you know what I mean? I've never been there, but me being me, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm taking this, a British title eliminator. I know how good I am, and I know where I'm going in it.
I like that.
I ain't scared in it. So that's why I said, let's do it. But I'm smart, so I thought, let me make sure my energy's there.
How was it?
It was good. I didn't even sit down.
That's good.
No.
It was sick, man. It was good.
You wasn't asking in the corner as well. I was paying attention to what you was asking in the corner.
Yeah.
You was actually, how am I doing? What's the pace like? Things like that. You was gauging everything. I like that though, because that means it's receptive. There's a thought process to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, boxing, you have to be fit anyway. But it's all about what's up here.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I've realised that so much, and I've learned so much. Like when I first started, I didn't really used to think about how I'm breathing or what shots I'm hitting him with, how he's taking them shots, his body language, my body language. your positioning in the ring, your positioning in your feet, where you are in terms of your opponent's feet, like your feet and his feet.
Yeah.
Everything plays a part. Like, and obviously I'm getting to the top domestically, the top level of boxing now. So I have to be on my A game. Innit?
And there's not much room between British and world. There's not as big a gap as people think it is.
No, it's not, man. I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the fight. I think you showed a lot of variety in shots. I loved how you was countering him as well. You was timing the shots, letting them walk in. You just looked really composed. Do you know what I mean? And and I could tell that you trained right. Like if you don't train right, then when you're in there, Brendan used to have a saying all the time: make all your mistakes in the gym. Because you don't want to arrive at fight night and then figure, oh, I ain't done this and I ain't done that. Yeah. And it just looked like you put everything in place and you visualised it as well. So not just the physical thing, but I could tell you went through a lot of the visualisation, what I'm going to do in this situation, in that situation. Am I right thinking that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I visualise everything.
Yeah.
Every day, every morning, every night.
Yeah.
I just visualise life. I just visualise my future life. Obviously, manifesting in it. Everything I'm doing now, when I was in jail, I thought about. You know what I mean? So,
Are you ticking it off now?
I'm ticking
As
them
going
off.
down in Seoul,
Literally, have a list now. I'm ticking it off.
He's going
Literally ticking them off. No joke. That's no joke. So obviously, I say it all the time. Big believer in law of attraction. I feel like it's one of the most powerfulest things a human can have. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, man, I'm doing it. I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream that I want to live. But it is hard, and you have to be on top of your game. And I'm not letting anything get to my head. I'm humble, and I'm just putting the work in, man. And the rest, whatever's meant to be, will be in it.
Get to the finish line. You know, there's the problem now, culturally wise. Even kids in the amateurs need training camps. It's like, you should be in the gym all the time. This is your 9 to 5, this is your job. Until you get to that where it's ticked off and you've achieved it, there's no off days really, especially mentally.
No off days, man. Do you know what it is? When I'm out of the gym, yeah, like yesterday I had a day off, and today I'm off to hit it hard because I have to go for that day off. But you need rest as well. Especially when you're out, like I'm out of camp. I'm in fairly good shape. I'm always like, say 65% ready to kick into a camp. Like I sparred Lyndon Arthur on Tuesday. We did 8 rounds. He's fit, he's ready. He's obviously heavier than me. You know what I mean? And we had a really good spar. My fitness is always at a good level, and I make sure that, because that's the little percentages that make the difference. Because when that person's not working and you're working, when you're both working, you're already ahead. You know what I mean? That's how I go about it now. And I'm not even gonna lie, I had to gain how I think now. Before I didn't used to think like this. I'd do a camp, then I'd fight. I'd have a month and a half off or whatever. Then I would come back blown up. I'm having to way behind already. Then I've got the same amount of time as another person to train for this fight, but I'm behind because I've been eating, drinking, doing whatever I used to be doing. Now I don't live like that. So now I'm always on point.
It's about sacrifice, isn't it?
I
love what you said about manifestation. I mean, I believe in God, and it says in the Bible, it says whatever you manifest will come. You know, whatever you speak out your mouth, you're the first to hear it, right? Your ears hear it, and what you speak, you manifest. And a lot of people get negative. That's what manifests negativity. You've got to be constantly talking to yourself. No, people laugh at me if they had hidden cams, and I argue with myself. Have conversation with myself. You know what I mean? Even a gym session. I mean, I'm not at your level no more. I'm not doing a career. That's not either. But I get my gym clothes out the night before. I visualize what I'm going to wear the day after. And then, you just know what I mean? I get in the bed and think I'm going to be wearing that top at this time, and I'm going to be doing this at this time. It has to start before the process.
Do you do anything like that?
What
do you do?
I'm like, you might be like me, like when you say you visualize what you know, where I do that as well. Because I like to train good and feel good.
Yeah.
So I like to look good while I'm training. Do you know what I mean? I don't just go in the gym and just throw anything up.
As everybody, you know, I think as everyone do the like when I was boxing, obviously I always cut me short, designing your own gear, you know what I mean? And say, yeah, this will look good. Yeah, it helps you.
Well, obviously, you know, Melissa, everyone knows Susie Wong, innit? That's her name, a good friend. When we're planning the kits, I'm always like, listen, it's got a colour coordinate. Like everything I wear has to coordinate. And I always like to do a big kit, like all my kits. Obviously, you've seen my kits. That's one thing everyone.
Yeah, you look like you're going to a modelling competition when you're coming out.
That's part of the game. You have to look good as well as box as well. You know what I mean? It's
what happened to you then?
My kit was different, man. My kit was unusual. When I would make my kit, my shorts.
No, he started a trend off, like he started wearing these shorts that go down to your ankle. Then Ricky Hatton and everybody started wearing it.
Go inside laughing. Next minute I saw him with long shorts down here. For weird.
No,
so I'm not the main man who did it. But the main man who did it is James Toney. That's where I got it from. James Toney. That's where I got it from.
James Toney.
It was down here, man. You know
I think some people do that to hide the skinny legs, though.
Is it?
Yeah. You don't have skinny legs.
No, my legs are alright still, man. But I just like, you know what I mean? That's like the only shorts up here.
That's how I was the most conscious of when I box is the leg, my legs, man.
Skinny?
So skinny.
Wow.
You know, because Brendan's trying to get me down to 10 stone and I'm 5'11", do you know what I mean? It's like, I was like Diego Corrales, you know? like, I couldn't do it, like, I looked unhealthy, didn't start.
Diego Corrales, man.
The first time I met my wife's mum, the first thing she said something in Indonesian, and then that's what she said, she says, you don't look healthy, don't worry, we're going to feed you. Not hello, like we're going to feed you, you know what I mean? But back then we didn't know what we know now. You know what I mean? Like for you, what I'm gonna think of you when I see you live your lifestyle, train, watch Instagram and everything. You're an athlete. You're not just a boxer, you're an athlete. What I mean by that, there's a lot of boxers can go in, do 12 hours, gonna come punch bag, can't run, can't jog, can't get on a bike. They don't have, they're not doing nutrition properly. There's a lot more to it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And an athlete has to be ready for all aspects. You can be ready for what you're going to do, but boxing is a unique sport, right? So you could be in the endurance zone, like you're going at a marathon pace, then he rushes you, now you're sprinting.
Yeah.
You need to be able to have...
You got to do it all, man. Do you know that's one thing that, do you know, a lot of people that come from the amateurs, they have bad habits. They think they know it all. A lot of people, because I've met a lot of boxers that even I advise them, listen, get a nutritionist because listen, we're athletes, innit? We don't have time to be worrying about if you're eating the right things or if your weight's heavy or whatever. That's something I cancel out. And like Lee Rickard's my nutritionist, boxing science. You can ask him. He says I do very well because I'm scared to be coming in over heavy. I'm scared to be feeling flat. I'm scared to I am scared to lose. Do you know what I mean? So I do everything in my power to
be
win.
Ready.
So I didn't do the amateurs, so I ain't brought no bad habits thinking, I've done this. Some man I talk to, some boxers, I'm like, yo, you got a nutritionist? Nah, I do it once, twice, 3 times and I don't really need him no more. Bro, your body changes every camp. Like, how can you tell yourself that you don't need a nutritionist when your body changes every single camp you do? You know what I mean? Your body might be not losing as much sweat as it was before. You might not be. Everything changes. You have to always have. Every man want to be tight. Don't be tight because it's your career. You make money in the long run.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like spend that money now to make your future better. That's what I do anyway. So
invest for return.
Good advice.
Invest for return.
I use my nutrition. I love my nutritionist every camp.
Yeah. It's smart. Like the reason I got into nutrition myself is because when I come out of boxing, when I think back on what the things I did now, what I don't know out of my life. Like because from the age of 14 to 31, I was 10 stone.
Oh, okay.
How did I keep my body weight? I lost all my 20s of like. I definitely the long term hurt myself. Do you understand what I mean?
Wow.
Like Beyonce might be on a stage, but she has people within her industry where she needs a makeup artist, she needs someone to do her hair. You understand what I'm saying? So she can do what she can do. That's all you're saying. All you're saying is you need elements because you got blind spots. Everyone's got blind spots. Like when I do, this is why I started to move towards working with nutrition more with boxers, but being selective with who I want to work with, because I want to work with people that are self-disciplined. Because no disrespect to my clients, what might be watching, when you're dealing with the general public, I'm busy with work, or I ain't got enough time, or this, that, and the other. And that becomes a hassle. Like, I'm more counselling you than being your nutritionist. I'm more counselling than being your S&C trainer. I'm having to get you in the right mindset to be able to do the things that I need to do. You don't have that problem, you see. So what you're saying is you're in the right mindset. You're like a sponge. Tell me what to do.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. And so when no one, I mean, we're gonna say this now for the future to come. No one can say he got lucky. No, when he arrives at his destination and he's a champion, don't be saying he got lucky, he got looked after, because he's telling you right now the process of what he's going through. He's doing nutrition, he's going to bed on time, he's doing recovery, he's doing things. So when he beats the future opponents, there'll be no excuses, because you had the same opportunity to do what he did. I'm going to stop ranting there.
Do you know what it is as well? Another thing, like, I'm not onto vlogging yet. Like, onto like getting someone to follow me around with a camera, because obviously it's a lot. And but I always post on Instagram training every single day, and I know some people might get fed up with it, but the people that want to strive and do better, they'll understand what I'm doing, because as athletes, I believe people want to see what they're tuning into and what they're putting their hard-earned money into. We're seeing what he's doing. He's working hard. He's going to entertain us. So we need to know he's working hard. Like, I am literally working hard every day of my life. Don't get me wrong, I'm a human being. I might go out, I might go on a holiday.
Let some
need a break.
Might have some, I'm a human being, but
of course.
I live, sleep, shit boxing, man. You know what I mean? Like everything I'm doing is just for boxing. I don't even have right now. Obviously, when I finish boxing, I wanna go into property development. But right now, my plan is, I don't have no other side jobs, none of this. I just box every day. That's how I do.
Except for what you get paid from boxing, you got some sponsors that I see there. And you give them a shout out.
Got Filele Construction, Berries, Wow Hydrate, just boxing.
And Wow Hydrate, what's that? Explain.
That's a drink.
Yeah. Do you use that in your training?
Yeah, I use that in my training.
Is it electrolytes?
Yeah, it's electrolyte. I use electrolyte, do protein as well. I got Redline. That's a supercar company. Country Lads, they do property development. Man,
that's good.
Big shout out to them guys.
Free Train as well.
Free Train.
Yeah, that's a new sports brand company.
I saw that actually came off my feet today.
Yeah,
and you were there when you got your red gloves on.
Yeah, man, I like their clothes, man. The training gear. So get on Free Train. And I've got a Living Maintain hat. It's my friend.
Nice.
My local friend, from young. So,
Big shout out, because this allows him to stay focused on boxing. Do you know what I mean?
It's vital, man. As athletes, you don't understand how hard it is, how expensive it is. Like, obviously, before it wasn't this expensive, because I wasn't living how I live now. Like, I literally, I have to have a lot of recovery, so I have to go to a gym like obviously David Lloyd's, go there, so that's expensive. You're paying Ultraflex, then you're paying your gym like you're boxing at, then you're paying for your clothes, your boxing gear, your training, your trainers, your food, the nutritionist. It's all hard. It's a lot of money.
I know.
So it's like highly grateful for my sponsors. Because without them, it wouldn't be possible.
You're giving yourself the best opportunity, right? Ultimately, you're giving yourself the best opportunity. Like,
sorry, let me interrupt.
What's up?
Your mic.
I can go back over that. Thank you, darling. Tell me what.
Before,
Tell me when.
It's okay. Continue.
Ultimately, you're giving yourself the best. What you're explaining there is you're giving yourself the best opportunity. I find this an interesting concept. You might have one guy who's got more natural ability, but does everything right, does everything wrong, and then you got, let's say yourself. I'm not saying you are, but you got maybe slightly less ability, but you're doing everything right. You make it up.
Yeah, of course.
You make the gap up. Now, if you're doing everything right and you've got the ability, then you're on a whole different platform.
That's what Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are in football, innit? They have the ability and they do everything right.
Exactly.
So that's why now, and Mbappe, that's why they're all like at the top of the game. There's loads obviously footballers, but they're the main ones that everyone knows, innit? But yeah, like obviously I'm 29, innit? I
didn't know you were that old, you know.
I'm getting to the other side of I'm nearly 30, do you know what I mean? So it's like I have to do everything right. I've been a pro now, 6 years? And I'm just getting to there now.
So what do you think about Mayweather, the way he trained? He'd be taking too much from that?
That's his boy.
Because he's like you now, he trained every day, he don't have no rest and stuff like that.
He still trains, isn't he?
Mayweather, but you know what it was with Mayweather, obviously he's fit anyway. But it was his brain, innit? It's Mayweather's boxing brain. Like, it's just the way he uses his opponent to get rest, if you understand what I'm saying. Like Mayweather will grab him, hug him, be breathing heavy, breathing. You know what I mean? He's breathing like he's tired. He's not even tired. He's just getting as much in as possible. Then he gets them angry, makes them start throwing. He'll be blocking, burning them out. Then he's it's loads, and then he knows where he is. He take them back to the rope to make them feel that they've got him. Then they come on him, throwing loads. But his defense is too good. Then he just goes around, goes for a walk. But all that's taking a lot out of them. That's why most of the fights, if you watch him, at the end he's not even breathing heavy. And he's just
making it easy, the job easy. The same in Holyfield as well. I look up to him as well for his fitness. Van Holyfield, the fitness is
he was elite.
You know what I mean?
But you know them too, right? Let me say something to you. I don't know if you've been in this situation. I've been in both ends of this situation. You can tell they spar hard, right? And you can also tell that they're sparring hard but not taking punishment. And what I mean by this, sometimes you can be in a gym where you're sparring hard but you're not the elite. So every day you're beating and you just think, I'm out of this, man. But you could tell he's sparring every single day hard, but he's not getting hurt. And that's what difference what makes, that's the risk that he's taking to be where he's at. Do you understand what I mean? Because it is a risk, because ultimately if you're not, you're getting brain damage, right? Does that make any sense? And you can tell Holyfield was like that. I watched a clip today just going through my feed, and I stopped it because I started following Chop Chop recently. He fought our boy Junior Whitted, didn't he? Chop Chop. Del Coley, and Del Coley hits Mayweather right left cross, and Mayweather's legs go. It's one of those fight. But then if you watch that how he transitions within 4 or 5 seconds, like you just said, his body stiffens up, his traps lock in, his shoulders lock in, and he gets all rigid, and Coley's just unleashing about 10, 20 punches at him, and he's just like, it's like he's hitting a wall. It's like, so solid, and you can just tell that's like conditioning, because we don't see Mayweather getting hit a lot publicly. We think, he's got hit. He's saying when he got hit with Shane Mosley. You can tell he gets hit in sparring though.
Because you can tell he gets sparring.
It conditions yourself.
Because you know why you get hit in sparring as well? It's because you're more wilder, innit? Like I noticed when I'm doing my 12 rounds in my last fight, you're thinking about a lot more, and you're using your brain a lot more to not get hit, to take your time to use the ring, go for a walk, to pace yourself, do whatever. When you're in there, most time you close quarters, or unless you're like working on your distance and that. But a lot of the time I spar hard because I need to know I'm super fit in it. And when you come through them hard spars but you do well, like you're saying, you don't get hit, because not to sound big-headed, but I'm very calm in there, and I don't really take punishment when I'm sparring. Do you get me? And Tony Bellew said the reason why he believes I'm so good is because I'm so calm. He said that's what world champions are like. You know, when like on the inside, when I'm taking when someone's throwing shots at me, most of the time I'm just blocking them shots. For whoever's out normal, general, they might think, oh, this guy's getting, but they ain't getting no one out. They're not getting no shots. So you're just wearing them out. You just, you know what I mean? And then the little ones you're getting in, they might not even look big. They might just be a little stab. They're tiring them out. Do you know what I mean? So boxing, man, it's sick. See, I love it.
Yeah, like I love when I'm, because the only thing I do when it comes to training people now is like general public, but they all come in with this attitude that, you know, boxing is stupid or it's just, and then
I think it's just frame punching.
You know, and I go real technical. I don't know how to teach box exercise.
Yeah.
So I've been trained by, I think, one of the British, if not the best British trainer ever, Howard Rainey. People say Brendan Ingle. I think Brendan Ingle's up there, but I think Howard was on a whole different level, ahead of his time. So I can't train people. I have to analyse people. So if someone's fighting, I'm never looking at the upper body, because I've been systematically taught footwork, feet. His feet stands too wide. He can't twist his hips and his left hook there because he's got all too wide of a stance, you know. And I'm watching that way, so I teach that way. And I'm like, right, so even like when you're chucking a right hand, you're going off that way, because not only are you chucking a right hand, but you're off the centre line, you know, little things like that. I mean, you're teaching the general public that, and they're like, this is actually a lot of thinking. This is a lot harder. And they're like, oh, and so I'll teach them all them little moves, twisting the feet, do the pads, and then by week 2, I'll start chucking shots between them. Like, I can't believe I'm missing shots, like, because that's what I taught you last week.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Because you're doing it all in one, but people don't understand.
Break it down for them.
That's why the difference between me loving boxing, I come from a kickboxer background, and I always tell people boxing's better than kickboxing because they don't move the head. It's a tough man sport. I don't want to be the tough man sport. You know, when you see Thai boxers and then they're like, you kick me, and then with the crowd and make a noise, and I kick you, you can keep that to yourself. You know what I mean?
It's mad, isn't it?
I ain't staying there for someone to kick them.
I'm trying to just get in, get couple world titles, and get out with my health, man.
That's what's about.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously, I'm in it for the legacy. You know? I want to be known as the best boxer to come out of Britain.
Yeah.
I swear down. And I believe he can do it. Because Bernard Hopkins, look, that's someone I really, really rate. Went to prison, come out, he was late, starter.
Lost his first fight.
Kept going, kept training hard. What did he do? Went to dominate, mate. Dominate. Dominate. Boxers that have been boxing since they were 5s. You know what I mean? So anything's possible, man. And I have the skill. It's all in my hands, innit? It's all in my hands.
Put the work in.
Put the work in. I go around, I spar everyone. I spar all the top boxers out of England. Everyone, you name it, I've sparred them. And they all say to me, yo, you are sick. Like, you get me? Just, you know, I don't talk about sparring, but, you know, I do very well in it. I go around, I do very well, and you know,
you have to look after yourself.
As long as you look after yourself, you got to look after your brain as well. Remember that as well.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
No, but he's the type of fighter I can tell that he's an overthinker. It's like even when he's done good or bad, he's still thinking about it. He'll go to bed, the last thing in bed, I still do this today, I die. My wife don't talk to me when I go to bed. So as soon as we enter that bed, is when you don't. I'm thinking about today, I'm thinking about tomorrow. You know, I can't, I'm ADHD. So I'm wired that way, do you know what I mean? I'm like,
you want to be perfect, innit? Even though there's no such thing as perfect, I'm still trying to get as close as I can to perfect. And like even though I'm not in bad shape, but I feel bad. You know, because I'm eating a bit too much but I'm like too much of what I want to eat. But I know like you need to live a little. Like you can't just be constant, because too much of anything's no good in it. So it's like you have to have a balance in life. But
you can't appreciate the things that you like or the results you're trying by just having it all the time. You understand what I mean? You gotta like balance the two. Do you know what I mean? But be sensible with it. The one thing that you're not lacking that unfortunately people do lack is self-discipline. Self-discipline is, Brendan used to have a saying all the time, it's easy to tell people what to do, harder to tell yourself what to do. So you know what I mean, self-discipline is the ultimate thing. You know, quotes on my social media, I'm always like debunking quotes like people say consistency is key. That's bullshit, because LA's there, New York's there. I need to go to LA and I set off to New York. No matter how consistent I'm not going to reach it. So what first thing we need to do is we need to do what you're doing. Think, am I going in the right direction first? Figure out if you are moving in the right direction and now be consistent. Otherwise, you can be in a worse position. Like I stopped working with pro boxers because I used to be handed some pro boxers. I want to name some guys what had won titles when I first come out of my boxing, and I'm like, I'd rather change your own public because you got so many bad habits that every session I have to go through correcting it and then start again. You still understand what I mean? Like because their mindset is not of wanting to learn. Their mindset is I'm comfortable. But that's why you didn't get it over the line. Do you understand what I mean? So you should always want it to be learned. Like you lose a fight, it's not about I'm going to train harder. And what did you lose a fight?
Just learning it. Yeah,
Just know what I mean?
That's what I was saying.
I mean, he's like that even when he wins a fight, though.
Yeah, oh man.
You understand what I mean?
Like, more fit,
everyone comes up to me, and they're like, "Yo, you did sick your last fight." In my head, I'm like,
could be better.
Yeah, I know I'm way better.
Do you see the things that you did wrong?
Like, I'm not. Obviously, I was stepping into the unknown, and obviously Troy is a serious, tough guy. You know what I mean? And he's a good boxer. He's been to high level. So it's like, now I've been there and I can look over what I did. I know what I could have done better. But
what things did you learn from it?
What did I learn from it? I learned that I can push more. I learned how to pace myself, and I learned about the 12 rounds in it. And I know how fit you need to be in 12 rounds. Definitely. But obviously, Troy is amongst the best that are gonna push you. You know, like his work rate is really good. So I know I'm fit. I just know that I'm fitter than I actually thought I was. Yeah. So it's like I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot, man.
I could see you were thinking when you was in there.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you was thinking, but you got better as the fight went along. You got better and better. When you started to, you was pivoting and adapting when you was in there. I could see you reading everything, and there was a couple of times I was watching you was nodding to yourself. I don't know what was going on, but you was nodding to yourself like you was having a conversation.
I talk to myself.
Yeah.
I talk to myself when I'm in there. I talk to myself in training. One thing that I talk to myself most on is the jump bar.
Bar bag.
You know, the jump bar.
Why did Ricky Hatton design that thing, man?
Listen, you have to talk to yourself.
You have to, man.
Even on the
Make
runs,
your mind up and everything.
On the run, everything I talk to myself. I just feel that you should talk to yourself, innit? Love yourself, man. Put everything into yourself, because that's, you can have a partner, like we've all been there, we've all had partners. No, you cannot leave yourself. You know what I mean? So you need to make sure yourself is good before you can make sure anyone else is good. You get?
I love that.
And this is the process that I'm in. So I just believe like I can never leave myself. So take care of yourself.
That's right.
If you can't love yourself and understand yourself, it's very hard to understand others.
Yeah.
If you study psychology, I'd studied psychology at A level, and I thought it was going to be right there when they tell me things how to read people. It was all about self.
Yeah.
You can't understand how other people feel unless you go through that process yourself. Like, I always use an analogy with my clients when they say I ain't got no time. I say, if you're on a plane and the mask comes down, do you put it on the person you love the most, or you put it on yourself first? Put yourself first, right? So you need to put the mask on you first. Make sure you can breathe first, so that the people around you can help the most.
Truth, man.
Would you put the mask on yourself, or you put the next person next to you?
Myself.
That's good.
You can't help anyone else if you're not.
It's like you know what I mean?
Do you understand what I mean? It's not a selfish thing.
No, you just gotta help yourself. You have to.
Yeah.
And that's with boxing. Like with boxing,
Self.
no matter what, we have stable mates in it. So I've got Jack, got Zahid, got Cody. But if he wins the race, he wins by himself. If I win, I win by myself. When I'm in that ring, I'm by myself. Like we all push each other. Yeah, that's just in life. Everyone you surround around, if you're around the right group of people, you're supposed to push each other. So, like, you have to focus on yourself, because you get in that ring and lose. When you go back to bed that night, you by yourself, man. In your own thoughts. There's no one there pushing you along then.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So
No one can get there and do it for
When we
you.
get to the gym and say, you won that. I thought you won that, mate. That's all you get. I
That's
thought
all
you
you
won
get.
that, but I haven't won.
It's the loneliest place,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is,
lonely.
man. You lose a fight.
Yeah. And it's so funny, like you're in it now, but you'll have heard, I'm sure someone's told this, when you're winning and you're doing well, everyone wants to open the door, everyone wants your time. And then when you're losing or you're retired, especially when you're losing,
It's quiet.
the people don't want to carry your bag no more. You understand what I mean?
but you know what it is, yeah? I don't care about that, me. I'm not one
That's
of them
good.
that's thinking about losing or thinking about what's gonna happen if I do lose. Like it'll be the same because my circle's small.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah, on Instagram you got people messaging, you got all these likes and that. I don't care, innit? Like
It's good that you know that. I wish I'd have known that. Like, I'm 46 now. 46? I keep telling people I'm 48.
Boxing,
I'm 46 now, and I keep telling, and like, especially since the pandemic, there was a time where I had all these Facebook friends, Instagram friends going out with. I was like the man of the party. Like, I've got so many friends globally. As I got older, like, I don't want to count them on one hand. If I can get down to one hand, I get down to one hand. I understand the importance of time, and when you're giving your time to everyone and you're doing all this type of things,
Time for yourself.
you ain't got time to focus on what you should be really focused on because you're just out there too much. You understand what I mean? And some of the things that you've been through in life and some of the things you've mentioned today, I think consciously and subconsciously you've arrived at that place where you understand that.
yeah, that's the you know that is obviously my past. That's the reason why I've been that guy that has, been around loads of man then, we're all together, like, there's been, I'll tell you a thing, not getting into too much detail. So when I was younger, when I was on the road and all that,
We've all been
we'd
there.
all be together. You got friggin' 50 friends, you're all together, you're all, but we was obviously into trouble with a set of people. So I'd put my neck on the line or whatever.
Yeah,
And then no one had put the neck on the line for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, bro,
That's
everything that I've been through, I wish I didn't obviously go through that stuff, and I just got into boxing. But I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have this mindset I am today. So I'm grateful in a way. Do you know what I mean? But everything I've been through makes me realize who I am today. Innit? I know who I am in it. The only thing, I'll be honest, that I have trouble with is women. That is it. Do you know what I mean?
We've all got weaknesses.
You get what I'm saying? They're my weaknesses. So it's like. They're the things I need to get better at. Everything else in my life is kind of going all right. I can, and my kids obviously, because I'm an athlete, it's hard to be like 100% fit. And my kids are spread out, so it's hard. So I need to be better in that. And it's just, but everything else, like, I changed my circle. I love my boys, my old friends, I'll always love them. But
your loyalty, you got loyalty.
yeah, I got loyal to them, but a lot of them are stuck
in the ways.
No matter what I say to them, they're stuck in their ways.
You can't get pulled into their world.
I try, talk to them. Some of them think, I think he's better now because you're doing this. So do you know what I do? You're my mate. Let's just leave you as my boy.
You do your
But
thing.
my circle now, like one of my friends, and he's also one of my sponsors as well. Like a good guy. I've only known him for about 6 months, but these guys are doing way better than me. The positive people, they don't talk about other people, they only talk about progression, how we can progress in life. These are the people I want to be around, because I'm the dumbest in the room. So if you're the dumbest in the room, you have unless you're stupid, you have nothing else to do but learn. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sat here learning. I'm working in the boxing, and I'm changing my circle so I can gain, I can learn in life, I can give that information to my children. So I only want to be around good people. I don't want to be around people that just sat around talking about other people. And then if someone wants to come and give them something good to talk about, I'll tell them that you need to upgrade your lifestyle or push yourself or go to college or get this job and they think that you think you're better than us. That's not how people are supposed to work, you get me? So everything, trust me, I'm humble now. I'm very humble, and all I'm doing is, like we said before, is writing out what I want to do and trying to tick it all off the list.
Map it out.
There's nothing else that you want to be doing in life. You get me? Like,
I listened to Dana White say something last night, just looking through TikTok, and I stopped on it, and he says, I hate sleep. This is, and the person in me says, why? He says, I hate sleep because I love my life. I said, when I get out of bed, I hate that I have to sleep. He said, when I get out of bed, some people chase money, some people chase this and that. I don't care about all the money. I know that I've got the money. I don't care about it. I love the people that I do work with. I love what I got to do every day. I love changing people's lives. I love making an impact on what I'm doing. If I could, I wouldn't sleep. I hate that I have to sleep because I'm changing. The real recipe for life is loving your life and being happy. Like, money doesn't buy that. And Brendan used to tell us that every day, didn't he? But when you think about Brendan and some of the things he said back in like 1990s was 30 years ahead of his time. Is like, money cannot give you happiness. It can only give you the independence to do what you want to do.
that is the truth. And that person I just spoke about then, like, who's one of my sponsors, obviously no names, but he's very well off in it. And he says to me, all he does is gets up, he goes to the gym, he works and does obviously what he loves doing, but he don't make money the main objective of his life, because he says, money can't bring you happiness, and it can bring you temper. Like, if you buy something, you're happy for that moment, you know what I mean, then it wears off. But he helps a lot of people. He helped me. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be where I am now. And you know, he's a big believer in law of attraction, and he helps, and he gives and he receives. Not just receives like money and stuff. He receives through life blessings. You get me? So it's all about just being a good person, trying to do good for people, trying to live as good as you can, and the rest will happen.
Take care of itself, right? Yeah, it's funny because when I come out of boxing, because it didn't work out the way I wanted to work out with, and I was suicidal. I tried to commit suicide twice. I've said it on the podcast before, and I thought boxing was everything, and I knew I had the talent and the ability to make it, but I didn't find them people to help me. So I walked away thinking I was a failure. But then I found God. Then I found my wife around the same time. She started taking me to church, and then accidentally I ended up going to Bible school. Accidentally I started like being a leader in the church, and then I found happiness because of like every day I'm changing people's lives. Even to this day, my phone's always blown up. Can you help me with this? And I'm like, I'm not really doing anything out of the world, but just things that I've learned or things I've taught, or ask a question with a question like, what do you think you should do? Do you understand what I mean? Like, and I love what you said about being in a room, because I try to find how to get into rooms where I am the dumbest person. I want to be the dumbest person in the room because I want to learn. That's how you learn. You're constantly searching for wisdom. You know what I mean? Like, what was it in the Bible? It says, I give you one gift. Was it to Solomon? And it says, what do you have? And his smart answer was, he could have said money or what. It says, wisdom. I want wisdom. That was what he wanted. Because wisdom creates everything.
Listen, right? It does. You can have listen, a lot of people make money in it, but they don't have the wisdom to keep it. So, and you know, I mean, you can win the lottery in it.
The one thing my uncle said to me when I was pro, he said, money doesn't give you that respect. Respect is better than money.
Of course.
You know what I mean? With people around you, it's how you portray yourself, you know what I mean? So how you're living now, that's respect. Because you're not worrying about no money and anything like that, you know what I mean?
Cool. I believe that, like, I've said this before, the money will come in it. Like, if you're doing everything you're going to do,
it follows you.
I'm following my dream, and I'm following what I believe I was put on this earth to do. Because I've always wanted to fight, even before boxing. So I believe I'm doing what I was put here to do in it, and I'm just loving the process. But obviously, going back on to what you said in it, like, sorry to hear about, you know, you wanting to commit suicide or not, but it's all about your mindset in it. And this, obviously, like, I read up a lot about law of attraction and how your mind is the most powerful thing you have in it. And like, I've been low as well. Like, I've been past, like, through relationships, through how I brought up, through things I've seen, things I've, you know what I mean, like things I've done, you know. I've been low, But then I started reading about law of attraction. I started reading about your mindset is everything in it. So like now, don't get me wrong, we're human in it. We can still get low. Something bad can happen. That is out of our hands in it, and we get low. But it's how your thought processes to deal with that in it. So if you believe, look, I could have lost something that means a lot to you, but you'll get it back, or it's not going to bring you down like that. You get me? And that's just that's the difference, because a lot of people, and obviously you need to speak to people around you about what's going on in your life. That helps as well, because if you bottle it up, then you end up you know what I mean?
I think the greatest thing that happened to me was my wife. Because that made because
I'm joking.
no, you definitely, you come into my life definitely changed things, because I'd gone through things like what he's saying, like, so I honestly believe that fighters are born. I'm not the physical sense. If I'm having an argument, if I'm boxing, if I'm street fighting, if I'm in business, I'm a fighter. I'm competitive. I'm gonna win. It's a mindset. It's not the physical. Not everyone's born to physically fight, but there are certain fighters what are born in different sectors. So then I'd be like him. I'd be in a situation where I'm steaming in, helping a friend out physically, mentally, emotionally. I remember even when I was working full time in the church, I'm fighting for people for things that are not right, and then when I turn around, they're not there. I'm at the front of the stage on my own, and then I'm like, oh, you're disgruntled, you're toxic, you got bad energy. And then I realised I'm the martyr. I always seem to roll up to be the martyr, the one who has to speak for people, right? And I realised, no, I'm probably not in the right sector, not in the right genre. The whole point of the 13th and final round was because we was in a WhatsApp group through COVID, which you created, and there was a lot of people going through things. We had on episode 4, we had Jason Badboard Barker come on our podcast within 4 weeks, committed suicide. All right, and literally told us on the podcast that he was struggling, and then committed suicide. And then I said to him, it's everything that we've wrought out, and think we need to channel into that. We need to talk. We need to talk to the boxers, not interview the boxers, not be saying, oh, next up a coming fight. We want the audience. I forgot I was on camera, to be honest with you. I forgot we was on camera, because it wants to be. We want the audience to understand what fighters go through. There's a lot we go through. It's hard. You're making weight. People say to a fighter, when you see Ryan Garcia online, the reason he's acting that way is because a fighter's lifestyle is so boring. You have to cover it up. You have to make it like you have this great life. Like, people say to me, why don't you show more of your life on your fitness channel? I'd be just lying about everything. I'd be just going out and filming things I don't normally do, because I don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
It's like when I was in COVID, remember? I was so bored out of my head, man. You know what I mean? Didn't know what to do. So I got everybody to do like press ups. Remember, I'll do some form exercise and film it and put it on. You know what I mean? And you could see a lot of people like going through a lot of stress and
some people struggling.
Boy, it helped. It helped because we're watching someone. I'll go and do skip as well. I'll film it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's why we did the podcast, to get out there and actually change it. And I think, like, even Frank Smith said to us when we were talking to him, you're making a difference. We want to make a difference. For the fighters after boxing and in boxing, we want to make a difference.
It's major, man.
Yeah, because people are dealing with the 13th round still while they're fighting, and then after when they're fighting.
It's the truth. That's true, man. Do you know what it is? It gives people insight in it. Of what actually goes on in it, because a lot of people just watch the boxing, like you said, they're just watching you throw punches. They don't even know what's really going into it. Like when I see a person lose, like Devin Haney, when Devin Haney lost, I felt sorry for him, because
I know what you mean.
You know how much he put. Do you know how much
sacrifice
he puts in? Like you can see he's a young kid, a young guy. Puts in a lot of work. He works very hard. He believes in himself. Do you know what I mean? For people online to just be like, "Oh, you shit." Like, bro, you try to do what he does, innit? Half these people have not even done a round. Not even hit the bag.
That's right.
And they're on there just telling him, he's shit. You know, he shouldn't be making this much money and all this. It's just like, bro, it's crap, innit? Obviously, I understand it's entertainment, innit? So Ryan Garcia is doing the entertainment thing. He does the entertainment. You know, he does the dressing, clothes, jewelry, all that. Because it's entertainment. And it's what the kids want to see. It gives the kids something to want to be like instead of wanting to be like the local drug dealer. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So hats off to him. But you know when they lose and the way people like he stood in the ring. And he went on the mic and he gave respect to Ryan Garcia and that. And that, to me, that's a man, innit?
Yeah, it takes a lot to do that.
A lot of people could do that.
I'll tell you one thing about the Devin Haney now, though, because that he's going to go back to undefeated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
His career is right, because it's going to be reversed, right? His career is going to be super protected.
Yeah. But you know what it is? I don't think it is, you know.
Why?
I just don't believe he's that sort of person.
No, but I think, you know, like Mayweather with the drug testing and all the rest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got to be on point.
Yeah,
now.
that and
the
what
drugs
happened.
and all that stuff,
Yeah.
that's got to be on point. He'll just want a fair fight, but he's not going to not start fighting. He's not going to, like, pick rubbish fight.
No, I don't believe that, but I mean the process, you know, like what Mayweather put Pacquiao through and things like that.
Yeah,
like,
testing. But that, do you know what it is? That's right, mate. Yo, after that fight, I got my first drug test. After the last fight, I got out the ring as soon as I'd stepped out off like underneath the ropes. Got down the stairs. There was like, go and smell test.
Did they smile at you?
Yeah, but I'll never cheat. Never cheat. Never. I ain't no drug cheat.
So I don't understand the mindset of that, you know, like when you see, let's say guys what go in the gym, general public, this comes back to mindset again, and they're taking steroids and they're walking around like the summit. And me in the fitness industry, right, I could be a millionaire. My knowledge, I've been doing it 30 years now, my knowledge, if I decide to take steroids for 6 months, get big, and talk the way I talk, I'd be a millionaire. Right? But because I talk the way I talk, but I won't look like anaerobically fit, right? Because boxers are aerobically fit.
Yeah.
They're anaerobically fit. They look amazing.
Yeah.
And they're told if you've got big muscles, this is health. These people got run for bus and going to punch bag, right? So they're not, right? There's a difference between being aesthetically muscly like Ishmael is as a boxer, and in that, does that make sense? But that's the world that we've moved into now. It's just all back to front.
It's like certain people in the gym, like, just look at you and say, "Oh, you're a boxer, yeah, but you know, you don't look torn." Get some gloves on. We'll go in there and we'll see how long we last. You know what I mean?
you know what he said about fighters losing as well. I don't normally do this, but 50 Cent put a post out of Wilder, spinning.
Oh yeah, I see.
I honestly, personally think that he's practicing that spin, wasn't he?
Yeah, karma.
Your instincts kick in, don't they? If you practice muscle memory and that.
See it?
Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. And he was practiced the whole camp, right?
Do you know what it is? One thing I'll say: the internet is undefeated.
Yeah, it's
the internet. You can't mess with the internet. The internet. There's someone that is gonna make a joke about
Hey guys, I'm glad you're enjoying the deep conversation we have. Don't worry, we're all from Leeds, so this won't be the last time. We're going to do this quite regularly. So we're going to play a little game to come out. So the winner stays on. Alright, the winner stays on. So we'll start with this. Winky Wright v Charlo. The Charlo, the one was undisputed and all 4 belts at light middleweight. Who stays in?
I don't know, that's a tough one.
You have to choose one. That's how it's meant to be done. All 4 belts, Charlo or Winky Wright?
I think Charlo will probably get to him, to be honest.
You reckon? Yeah. Alright, so Charlo stays in. Charlo v Trinidad. Felix. And don't forget, Felix lost to Winky, don't forget. Styles mate fights,
Okay. I have to be. Can you see on the fence?
Nah.
Don't pick one of them.
Oh, mate. I'm gonna have to stick with Charlo then.
Okay, Charlo stays in. Charlo v Paul Williams. The man's 6'3", don't forget.
Paul Williams is that the
tall guy. He had a motorbike accident and died.
He was undefeated though, wasn't he?
Yes, and he was Sergio Martinez was gonna go to knock him cold out when he moved up.
I don't really know too much about Paul Williams. I know he was a bad man though.
I'd say Paul Williams, but it's your choice.
I don't really know that much about him,
Stick with Charles.
I'd say with Paul Williams.
Okay.
I'd say Paul Williams.
Okay. Paul Williams v Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley. Bad man in his prime.
Okay. So Shane Mosley lost against Brendan Forrester.
In his prime though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We've got Shane Mosley. That's what you've said. Shane Mosley v Oscar De La Hoya.
Both in the prime.
Yeah, right.
In prime, probably Oscar.
Yeah. I thought Shane beat Oscar in the fairness time. Alright, we'll go Oscar.
In his prime though, you gotta think about in his prime though. You know, like not when Floyd got him.
Yeah.
We're talking about in his prime.
When he's on top.
When his prime was like super featherweight,
On it.
super featherweight, 180.
Oh, pretty nice.
Alright, who's Oscar v Vernon Forrest.
I don't know much about Vernon Forrest.
Vernon Forrest was the guy who beat Shane Mosley twice.
Yeah, well,
You're gonna stay with Oscar, are you?
I don't know shit. I don't know the other guys, so I'm not gonna jump because I don't know him. So I'll pick Oscar.
Alright, and last one. Oscar v Canelo. Light middleweight.
Canelo, man. We gotta go Canelo. Canelo's a bad man, innit? I think that'll stop Oscar.
So Canelo wins.
I think Canelo stops Oscar, mate.
And that's
Both in the prime.
both in the prime, yeah.
Triple G Canelo versus Oscar.
That's
Canelo.
middleweight though.
Yeah, they can move up though.
Yeah, but it,
Catch weight.
a couple of them were different weights.
Alright, so what we're saying, middleweight, what we're saying? Triple G v Oscar.
Triple G.
Yeah.
Oh, Canelo.
Is it Canelo?
What we're on? Canelo v Triple G?
I'm saying Triple G Canelo.
beat Triple G,
I'm on about the Canelo that beat Triple G. Versus Oscar Canelo, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It stops Oscar.
Yeah. So Canelo won then.
But guess what?
Go on.
Floyd beats them all.
You know what? I didn't put Floyd on there because I knew you'd say Floyd.
Floyd beats them all, man. The best to do it with
We was over there and I was asking him before and I said, and he said, maybe I'm going to put Mayweather on now because I know he's just going to say
Floyd
Mayweather.
beats them all,
Yes,
though.
man, he does.
Beats them all.
Yeah, Mayweather was good, man.
The fight I would have loved to see is Terence Crawford versus Floyd.
Oh,
That's-
And what do you think? What do you think they have?
I think Crawford might do that because he just has more ways to win.
How?
Welterweight I'm on about. I just think he has more ways to win.
In what way?
Southpaw, orthodox.
They're both on
Yeah,
the
but-
boxes, so
but-
I ain't picking
but-
sides on that one, but
Yeah.
I think that
It's a good fight.
It's-
Well, the power
serious
from
fight.
Crawford though, I think he'll.
Crawford has more power.
He's got more power.
Mayweather's fault. That's part.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he takes the power away from. He's
Come on, you got
he's
these guys
close
that
to
are
you.
bangers with.
Yeah.
You will never know.
You never
but,
know.
But you know, it's funny. There's some of the things that I said on here. So when I look through these fights here, I don't see. Well, let's use Mayweather for reference. I don't think Mayweather. One about light middleweight, right? I don't think Mayweather could beat Winky, right? If he's too big and too awkward for him.
Stop.
That's my opinion, though.
Winky Rat was a bad man.
Yeah, he's got
But-
angles though. Mayweather's got angles, man.
No, but he dismobilized Shane Mosley easily.
Yeah, but
And
Floyd's
Shane
got
was in
too
his
much
prime,
in
though.
his. Floyd has got too much.
Yeah,
Come on, he's done it, bro. He's beat everyone that's been
Defense work.
I hear what you're saying.
Fights.
I hear what you're saying. It's just my opinion, but I don't think Floyd would beat Paul Williams either. And I believe he swerved Paul Williams because he was a champion and Paul Williams was a champion at the same time and never tried to unify. And the only reason I say don't beat Paul Williams is because Hamzat Shiraz and Mo Williams at the weekend,
Yeah.
same kind of situation.
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah. One thing I do say, yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of champion. Obviously, I was young when Floyd was on his way in the episode, but
Yeah.
I have heard there's a lot of champions that he could have fought in
Yes.
fight.
Yeah,
You get me?
Bernard Forrest.
But do you know what it is? He's a businessman, innit?
Exactly. But that's why I was
Halfway.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying the best
He's
prize
a
fighter of
businessman.
all time because he came out rich,
Clean.
clean. He didn't overtake the risks because I don't see how he beats Paul Williams or Vernon Forrest.
And
But you know what it is though? I'm not gonna say they beat him, but if you was in his position where he could leave a mad legacy and loads
Yeah,
of get
yeah.
undefeated,
100%.
I think we'd all do
Yeah,
that.
do it.
We would avoid.
Yeah.
I think. Would you take all them fighters on?
No, I
If
do
you
what
was in his
Floyd-
place.
I do what Floyd. I do.
That
what
part-
You do what
price
Floyd's
fight.
done.
Look
Look
at-
at skip him and.
look at Canelo and Benavidez, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think that fight's gonna happen.
No, I don't see
Because
it.
it's not gonna, it don't make no sense to Canelo.
No, because he's back end of his career now, and Benavidez is coming up. So
Don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense, you know what I mean? But then we come back to, we'll finish on this. Fury, will he fight Usyk?
Again.
Yeah,
It's in December.
I know, but will
October, no, it's October.
December,
It's October.
December
So
21st.
it's
December 21st.
Right, what do you think of the outcome? This time, I think Tyson will do it
Fury
this time.
will do it.
He'll do it this time.
Did you think Fury won the first fight?
Nah. I think you should have got stopped tonight.
I definitely think
The
that.
rope down.
What score did he give it? How many rounds was Usyk? I only give Usyk by 1 round.
Do you know what it is? I think it was a bit wider. I think it was in probably 2 rounds, Probably 2 rounds, I think.
Because the reason I did it is that I went back and turned the volume off. I watched, as soon as the fight finished and they all left my house, I just turned the volume off. I watched it again and just scored it round by round. And the first round I couldn't give it to anyone, so I just give it to Usyk for argument's sake. But then I gave Fury the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So he's already 6-1 up, and then he gets his nose broke. So then he loses that round, which was the 8th, right? So then I get it 6-2, and then definitely could have been stopped at 9 and give him 2 points there. So then it's 6-4. Then you've got the 10th, 11th, 12th. That means Usyk has to win the last 3 rounds to make a draw. And I thought that Fury might have won one of them rounds, but that's just me.
Close, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The rounds are close, but then you take some of them close rounds, you put the way around, and you're in the same situation, same scenario, right?
I think the right man won for that night. I think he put on a better overall
I agree with
performance of the guy, of how Fury's body language was and that, you know, as in like the 9th and that.
I agree with that.
But I'm happy to see it again.
Yeah, 100%. I think if Fury had took it when he was doing well in that fight, took his foot off his gas. Just don't do what you do in other fights and like do the show, but just get him out there.
Just get the job done, man.
Just get the job done.
I think that's what he'll do next fight and smother him a bit more. I think he's going to come in heavy. I think he's going to come in heavy next fight.
Yeah.
Smother him. But listen, this is what. There's no shame to any man that loses in a fight like that, and the public happy to see it.
But you know, with me, he boxed him wrong. He took Anthony Joshua's style to box Usyk and did the same thing Anthony Joshua did, the same mistake, he did the same thing Tyson. He boxed him, didn't have to box him. It's more of him.
You know what it is, right?
Why did he keep doing that?
I don't know.
So I actually
Took it
think there's something what Usyk does that makes people do
Box.
things that
Yeah, because he's such a good boxer.
Tricky, well,
Is that
He's a sick man. He has beat all the heavyweights now.
Yeah.
He's beat all the.
If I'm Usyk, I just retire. Listen, I don't think he's the greatest fighter of all time. I don't.
No.
Right. But if you go on just on paper, it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
If you think about Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, all the ones that we love, and that we have favour towards, they didn't accomplish what he did in the amateurs. He cleared up all the European belts, world title belts, Olympic title belts. Then he goes into cruiserweight, clears everything he can win at cruiserweight and everything but heavyweight, and gets out. How can you argue on paper that he's not? You understand what I mean? Because they didn't have that amateur record that he had.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But we feel that we want him to stay around longer. But for what? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes it's like being partial. It's like I think that Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali are my favourite fighters, and Sugar Robinson. More so with Ali and Tyson because of the character, what they bring. You know, Mike Tyson can not say out and still be entertaining. Muhammad Ali can say everything and be entertaining. Well, the reason that I think Sugar Robinson is the greatest is the record.
Yeah.
In fighting every 2 weeks, 250 odd fights, that's nuts, man. I can't wrap my head around that.
He's sick.
Listen, we'll leave it there. Won't be the last time we speak. Thanks for tuning in to Breaking for Final Round podcast.
Don't forget to like and share.
And comment
Hit the notification button.
so you get the notifications.
Tell a friend. And we're here.
And we are.